Hello everyone, my name is Oleg and today we're gonna talk about roles and responsibilities in Worksection. Before we start our webinar, I would like to ask you to subscribe to our social media, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click bell button not to give notification about new videos on our channel. So, if you don't have an account, you can start from our page worksection.com, where you can register a new account by clicking the Get Started, or log in right here if you already have an account in our system. Today I will show you about roles and responsibilities on our demonstration account in Worksection. It's already contained by tasks, by people, and we will see the roles on the sixth tab is the people, where we have our members and our contacts. I will tell you about difference between members and contacts. Here you can see we have hints or instructions about some about this. So we are going to members, and what do we see here? Here we have our members that are already works in different commands. So, for example, now we have a different team is called Worksection. Down below we have a team that called Marketing and the employees in it. And for example, we have different two teams is the client 1 and client 2. For inviting people in account, you can click on this green cross. Here we have invite people button, or for example, for clicking on this button to invite people, or down below we have also we have button invite new people in your account. When you're inviting the new member, you have this form where you can choose the role as the main subject we are talking about today. We have different roles. I will show the difference between roles on our members that are already invited in account. Here you can choose or add a new team, and if it's needed, you can choose or create a department. Department is the part of our team. For example, we can create different departments in our Worksection team. If we have different types of business or different type of roles, you can also create departments inside your team. First role I want to talk about is the owner. The owner is the one person who registered your account. For example, if it was your employee but not the CTO or CEO of the company, employee who have the owner account can get it to another person in the future. The owner have all access and ability to see all tasks, projects, all comments, even hidden comments, and this is the only employee This is the one only one person who can delete the whole account. So we will see the roles, for example, on our employee David Harris. And what do we have here? The next role after owner is the administrator of entire account. If we choose this role, the employee with this role can do everything, can access to all accounts, to all settings, can see all projects, tasks, comments, etc. If you click all these checkboxes for example, first checkbox is the access to account settings, next checkbox is access to account payments, and so on. Also, after all these settings, we have the information with a hint. For example, what type of roles we can make by the administrator. For example, if you need the person with just one responsibility is the account payments. For example, is this is your finance director. So we create the administrator of entire account and put only one checkbox and switch off another checkboxes down below and up here. Then, when we update the permissions of this role, the employee with this role only can access to payment accounts and see those tabs in those he is invited. Also, you can create a role, for example, your HR. HR can manage your people. Also, we get the checkbox right here, and now we have the typical HR role with access to manage your people without ability to making some changes in another different settings or payments, etc. So the next role is the administrator of its team. What it means? Comparatively to the first role, administrator of its team is the person who can manage or create, manage people, create tasks. Also, we have different checkboxes right here with the information, with hints. The administrator of its team tells by himself that he can do some changes or actions in his team. So, for example, if we will click change the role of our employee David Harris to administrator of its team, he will be able to work and do some changes in his team called Worksection. And if we will have departments in our Worksection team, and David will be in some department, we can choose the role administrator of its department. So in this case, we have only 6 different settings. For example, if the administrator of its department can allow admins to read private tasks and comments, and so on. Then, excuse me. The next role in our account is the user. User is the first role that will be used more frequently. For example, the user with this role can view, create, comment all the tasks and projects. He is granted access or included in the project team. Also, he can upload files, costs, and view costs. User cannot invite people or create new projects because this can do the employee with administrator or owner role. The user have only two additional settings. First is if he can allows to assign new tasks, and the second, if the user can comment other people's tasks in the project he are invited in. So then we are going to the next role, is the guest. We have two roles with some limited accesses. The guest is the role that can be used, for example, for your out staff or some employees that are working on remote, or even for your customers. Yeah. Guest has the limited access, as I already said. He can view and comment only those tasks he are invited in. He cannot delete or change some tasks or comments in his tasks. The guest has only one additional settings, is if he can allow to create a new task in the project he are invited in. If you click on it, he can ability to create new tasks. So we have one additional text is the guest. By inviting guests into subtask, you make parent tasks and its other subtask visible to him. It's very important for knowing. Then, second, more limited access is the reader. Reader is the role for employees or for peoples who needed to just see some information in tasks or projects. Sorry. The reader has a super limited access. He can log in into your account and see only tasks or comments he are invited in. But as you see, he cannot comment and cannot be assigned in tasks. So the next role is the contact. Contact is the role for people who will not be able to log in into your account. They will not be able to access into your account. For example, we're going here in our contacts, and I will show you how it could be useful. How it could be used. For example, by creating contacts is like your phone book, where you can just save some different contacts for your people from another different categories. For example, we have category clients, we have category former members. We can create another category. For example, is your different site companies with the people. We can create folders right here and add contact right here. When you're creating a new contact, you can choose the avatar, choose the folder, or create a new category or new folder. Enter the name, company if it needed, different labels for this person, a phone, email, mailing address, and we can have an additional fields where we can choose between Skype, WhatsApp, Viber, Telegram, Messenger, and WeChat, and other different information that can be useful for this card, this contact. Then we click in save and having a contact like, for example, Joshua Harrison. Or right here, Bellacore. She has phone, email, Skype, and some Telegram. When we create contacts, we can use it in our tasks and in our comments. How they can be used? For example, we are going to our projects right here on different tab, get into some project, for example, new brand, go into tasks and see the list view. I will tag some contact in our comment. For example, right here down below we have the comment field, and for tag a contact in your comment, you click on the mention button here, and down below you choose the contact right here. And for example, we have the Sarah Hill. We click on it, on her, and then we can send some comment for Sarah Hill. When we send it, it will be saved, and Sarah will be displayed like David Harris. What do you think? For example, we send him the message. What do you think about this? And David will not be able to. If we mention employee who has the access to your account, the employee gets the notification about he is tagged in, and if you tag the contact, for example, Sarah, yeah, and we can text this is our new employee, but he has no access yet. Then when this employee will be first day in our company, we can change his role from contact to, for example, user. And then we send it. It will displays like here. We can click on it and see the different contacts, for example, email, etc. Then, when the Sarah will be our employee, we go to the people, click into the Sarah, yep, right here, and we can invite it, for example, to some project with new role. For example, it will be a user. Then we choose the team and choose the department if it's needed. Then when we click invite, Sarah get the invite letter on her email, and can already get login and work with our system. It works like here, right? Now we were talking about roles. Now we will talk about the responsibilities in the projects and in the tasks. When you create a new project, for example, we can go to the project tab. When you create a new project, you can use this green cross and create project right here. Or you can create a new project by clicking this button down below on the projects tab. Now I click here. We put the name, and the field right here is the manager of our project, new project. What it means? The manager of a whole project, new project, he can see the, for example, different tasks of people who are invited in this project in other projects. What does it mean? Now I create the new project in our Worksection group. And when, for example, David Harris will be invited in other project, I will show you, for example, not in Worksection group, but in marketing. He could also invite it in some different project, for example, in clients project or so on, or in sales project. When I will be the manager of new project and have the ability to see the tasks of my whole team in different projects, I can see the task David Harris, for example, in our sale project in our account. Right next to the manager, we can choose the executive by default in our new tasks that will be created in our new project. I will show you on, for example, new brand launch. We can go to the edit settings, can click here and choose, for example, Lisa Parker. Yep. Use update button, and then when we create a new task, I'm sorry, I will go back to the tasks and yeah, create a new task right here, for example, like this. So, and you see that the new executive in our new task is the Lisa Parker. Who she chosen like the executive by default in all new tasks in our project. So we're going back, and I will show you the difference between the executive and project. So we are going to the new project again. Yeah. Sorry, difference between manager and executive by default. The manager is the employee who can change different tabs and change responsibility or executive person in your project. Also, when you create a new project, we have some new restrictions. Sorry. The main 4 restrictions is for assignee. When we create a new task and then choose the assignee, we can mark different settings for new assignee. What he could do when he is assignee in your project. First of all, if the assignee can mark the task as done. If we choose this, then in new task we will see the button close task, and assignee can close it by himself. When we turn off this checkbox, this setting, assignee can't close the task by himself. He needed to ask the owner or administrator in the project. The next setting is can he transfer the responsibility to another employee, to another people. Then third setting is can he change the task terms, move it back, forward, for example, etc., or change the both. And the fourth setting is the change the estimates. So For example, I can show you the difference when we click on this button and click OK. Then in our new project, for example, I'll go to New Brain Launch, goes to the first task, and we will see the close button, done button right here. And if we turn off those first setting in our project, then the executive can't close it by himself. Those buttons will not be shown on the interface. So this is the all information about roles and responsibilities I want to tell you. So today I'll thank you for your attention. I'm also want to ask you to subscribe to our social media networks on our Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and also Telegram channel, where you can see the new different news about Worksection, about the project management, and so on. So today I wish you a good day and good projects. Good luck and goodbye.